Well, House Oversight Committee member Texas Congressman Pat Fallon joins me now. Congressman, thanks for coming in. All these shell companies, all of this information that is being gathered by a couple of different committees, has anybody been able to connect the dots between the shell companies and Joe Biden?
Well, David, thanks for having me on. That's what we're doing, and this is what the process is all about. In every bit of evidence we've discovered over the last 7 months since we've had subpoena power and been in the majority, point to the fact that Hunter Biden, it appears anyhow, that Hunter Biden was the bag man for the Biden family and for Joe Biden. So we don't have a smoking gun, if you will, but I'm smelling the gunpowder and have been for a few months now.
Now, will Devon Archer provide you with the connector between those dots?
Oh, you very well may be. I mean, think about this, David. In September 2015, the U.S. Ambassador Jeffrey Pyatt, who was appointed by Obama, was talking about corruption in Ukraine, and he pointed to Mikhaila Zlochevsky, who was the owner of Burisma. Joe Biden's son, Hunter, just happened to sit on the board, and so did Devon Archer of Burisma. They had a board meeting in December in Dubai where Zlochevsky asked Hunter to call his father, which he did. And Hunter said to his dad, and this is why Devon Archer's testimony was important. He was there. He said, "Dad, they need our support." So what happened? Joe Biden flew to Ukraine and told the Ukrainians to fire Viktor Shokin, who was the prosecutor investigating Burisma and Zlochevsky.
Well, and then he bragged about it.
Yeah, he bragged about it, withheld $1 billion in aid.
Yeah.
And then Shokin, and a lot of Americans don't know this, seized 4 homes, 2 plots of land, and a Rolls Royce of Zlochevsky. Then he was fired, and Joe Biden gave the Ukrainians $1 billion. That's getting really close to direct linkage.
Now, Congressman, Devon Archer is a convicted fraudster. I'm just wondering if his testimony will lack credibility because of that.
Well, remember the old mob trials in the 80s, you know, with Gotti? You don't catch folks that commit crimes usually by interviewing nuns and Boy Scouts and saints and priests. But you have to have some
evidence. You have to have evidence to back up what they're saying.
No, there's no doubt about it. And that's why we have the bank records we have. I mean, the Biden family, David, they formed 20+ shell companies. Hunter Biden was pocketing seed money. We've got the 1023 from what the FBI describes as a very reliable source, a human source that they've paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to, that said Zlochevsky told him confidentially that he gave Joe Biden $5 million, and he has bank records to prove it. We find those bank records. You're talking about the largest political scandal in American history.
Finally, the question of the impeachment inquiry, whether there is enough evidence, or perhaps after today's testimony, whether there will be enough evidence to start an impeachment inquiry.
Quite frankly and candidly, David, I think we've had enough evidence to open at least an inquiry, an impeachment inquiry, for the last several months. So absolutely, we should do that forthwith.
All right, Congressman, great to see you. Thank you very much. It's going to be a very interesting day. Report back, and we'd love to hear what you hear.